Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Persona 3 Reload. We're going to be picking up exactly where we left off last time, which should be just about a week or so ahead of final exams. Yes, July 8th, this is right where we left off. This looks okay. If you hear any hesitation in me saying that, it's because when we went to jump into the game today, it suddenly said, oh, there's a discrepancy between the cloud save and your local save, which was sudden news since we haven't interacted with this game at all since our last episode. So hopefully everything is fine. We'll find out together. Certainly seems where we left off. I don't remember if we watched TV yesterday or the last time that it was on. We probably did. So let's check our mail. All right, so we could go do that. We could see if anybody's available. The crops are not ready to pick. And I want to say, if I remember correctly, they said that Mitsuru is out or unavailable. So they were saying, hey, let's not go to Tartarus tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to apologize for hitting you yesterday. I kept meaning to say something earlier, but I didn't want everybody else to hear. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody was sort of like out of their heads. There was a big sort of like distortion field on everybody's memory, so no harm, no foul. So, about last night's operation, did something happen between you and Yukari-chan? Yukari-chan has been acting a little weird lately. I just hope nothing's bothering her. Well, I will let you guys talk that out. And otherwise, so I guess we'll probably go work part-time. Now, finals are coming up, so part of me does want to just double-check. Bulletin board. Well, new additions to the dorm rules. Oh, to not take out of the refrigerator. Yeah, I would hope not. Well, I guess for right now, let's go to the mall. And we'll probably work at the yeah. Are we ready? So I'm sorry, I just don't remember if we needed to do anything at the police station. Hello to Jelly Buns! Jelly Buns, how was your art stream earlier today? I didn't get a chance, I was like lurking, but really didn't get a chance to see very much. Hey, you wanna know something cool? You know this place is called Polonia Mall, right? Well, you know how it got that name? No, I don't. A Polonia is a type of plant, and part of the Kirijo name comes from the character for Polonia tree. Since this place is under the ownership of the Kirijo group, that's how it was named. Get it? I may look like a slacker salaryman, but I know some surprising things. Hello to Platform Platypus! I downloaded this game on Game Pass over the weekend. Wait, no! You couldn't get it to launch? That's really disappointing. I've been enjoying this game a great deal. Is there such a thing as like, what do I want to say? Okay, also I want to check my quest real quick, because I don't know if we need another Jack Frost doll. I don't remember if we did that one. We do not. Okay. Is there such a thing as like running a verification on the integrity? We will work part-time. Hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Jelly Bun says that it was good stuff on the art stream, but everyone made her very hungry at the end. At the end. Why? Were they recommending that you draw food, or talking about their favorite foods? Or were they talking about their least favorite foods that you find delicious? Platform Platypus has deleted it and is going to try to re-download it, wants to see if it works. The best wishes. I think that I would be very sad if somebody couldn't get this game to load at all. Okay, so we cleaned up efficiently, dealt with housewives, and we got an hourly wage. Wait, I'm so sorry. Did he say that we increased our money? I've increased your hourly wage. Look at that. Sama-chan got a raise. He didn't even have to ask for it. This is classic Sama-chan. Jelly Buns says that everyone was talking about foods from their country and their favorite foods, and then she started talking about salmon. Ashes of salmon. It's getting late. I should head back to the dorm. I can hear people talking.
Anyway.
Hey, you know our campus is actually pretty clean and new. I only noticed after my club had to visit another school. My parents said that our school was rebuilt after an explosion 10 years ago.
By the way,
I also heard that the explosion wasn't the only reason. Around that time, a lot of students suddenly stopped coming to school. Maybe that's why they put up the new building, to start with a clean slate.
Huh?
What? You think there's a dark side to Gekkokan High? You watch way too much TV.
Sir, there have been multiple people found catatonic just outside the school gates or have gone missing for long periods of time on school grounds. Where have you been? It's actually just all you hear about in the halls.
Let's skim through this chapter.
Let's talk about the Heian era today. I won't spend a lot of time on this, so pay attention. In 794, the Heian Kyo was established. In 894, they abolished imperial embassies to China. I might put this section on the exam next week. I'm feeling lazy. Anyway, on to feudalism. Listen carefully because this has to do with the origins of the samurai.
So,
I choose you, Chakariku. Let's see what you know. So, the law permitting permanent ownership of newly cultivated land served as the foundation for the development of feudalism. Thanks to this decree, a lot of land was cultivated. At the same time, a serious problem arose for the farmers. Do you remember what that was?
Environmental destruction? That's what I would think. Social disparity's also there, but... Well, hold on. He talked about land ownership, right? Permanent ownership of newly cultivated land. So it could actually be land invasion. It could be people just like grabbing and like cultivating a whole bunch of land, even if they didn't have the manpower or wherewithal to like do something with it. Let's go with environmental destruction. That was my first instinct.
No!
The one I was the furthest away from choosing.
It was social disparity. Come on, you can do better than that. You're descended from the samurai. The work doesn't end after you plow the land. It costs a lot of money to build waterways and stuff on top of that. So the farmers with more wealth and authority could make more money by expanding their lands. On the other hand, those who weren't as affluent had no choice but to remain poor. It's the same old story throughout time. Well, that's all for the Heian period.
I answered incorrectly. My popularity did not increase. Jellybuns was saying for land invasion. Which one did I choose? Environmental destruction? Yeah, apparently it was social disparity, which probably would have been a safe pick. As he said, at almost any point in human history, what was the consequence of this? More income disparity, you say? Hello to Caroluna. Boy, that's right. So Junpei's really angry that he didn't get to go on the mission. Like, he's really angry. What do you want? Don't bug me now if it's not important. I'm heading home now. Hello to Inner! Inner, I hope you're having a great day as well. If I had seen Jelly Buns, I would have chosen land invasion, because I was not sure. And Czar! Lucky you, my sleep schedule is straight fucked. Mine is not doing well either. I would note here for anybody watching this VOD in the future, this might wind up being a somewhat shorter stream. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. Daylight savings, thumbs down. We'll leave it at that. Let's check the roof for some reason. Jelly says that she was wrong too. Yes, but if we had chosen your answer, then when you were wrong, we could have blamed you. Right now, I have 100% of the responsibility.
It's almost summer vacation. I used to love summer vacation when I was a kid, but now it's like, whatever. I just don't get excited about it anymore.
Maybe it's because we don't have a lot of windmills near where we live, but when people say that they like destroy the skyline or whatever, I don't understand that. I think that I actually think they look pretty cool, but to each their own. Jelly Buns is so sleepy. She wants to go to sleep, but just started double streaming on Mondays. So is that like morning time and evening, Jelly Buns? Is that when you're double streaming? Oh, right, you guys, since there's like a whole week of exams, or like there's 1 week until exams, I don't think there's any teams at all. Not teams, what am I thinking of? You guys know the phrase that I'm thinking of. Clubs. Wow, there is just straight up nobody to talk to. Now, I did see that Nozomo did send something, so we will probably go talk with him. Let's replicate our card. We weren't able to do it the previous day because that was when we went to Tartarus. Okay. Let's go with Light Boost. I don't know if that increases the odds of like the instant kill cards. I don't think Maiko's available. Yeah, Maiko. That was so funny. When Sama was just standing there and the parents came up and said, "Hey you, we have several assumptions about who you are." You know what really messed up the view? Not having clean energy. Yeah, what with like the sky just turning like opaque.
Say, what kind of dance is popular nowadays in the clubs? Reggae? That rap junk? In my day, it was the tango or the jitterbug. You dance with your girl, not to show off. I fell in love at first sight with my wife at one of those dance halls.
Even though that was marked as a new conversation, I would swear that we've talked with that guy before. I saw a girl in a white frilly dress the other day in front of the station. Don't get me wrong, I love that kind of outfit. I've got tons of figures dressed that way in my room, but in real life, I think it's better to dress casually. Okay, so Nozomo is available. I think that we already talked to the cop. We might have come away with some loot or something to sell.
The apathy syndrome in cases in co-ed pairs came to an abrupt halt. Some have even regained consciousness. I'm sure you've all been at it again. So what can I get for you?
What do you got?
Nothing. Okay. Well, and we would wait for a sale anyway, even if he had new stuff. All right. No, oh, that's right. We did have a text from Elizabeth because it had like the speech bubble. Like, hey, there's somebody to talk to here.
Marvelous.
Power growing within you. Accept this gift. We got some Twilight fragments.
Forward to it.
Got it. How may I assist you? Is she ready to go out? I don't remember.
Shame.
No, another day. Okay, was there anything else then?
Are you accepting a request?
Oh my god. Bring me something you find from the ocean. I have longed to visit this place called the Ocean. Alas, as you know, I am unable to abandon my post here. So if you ever have the opportunity to visit the Ocean, would you look for something that feels like the ocean for me?
I will await a report of success.
Christmas star.
If I may say so.
A certain plant. It is often referred to as the Christmas star. I do not have any more knowledge on this subject. Should you require help, I recommend asking someone well-versed in plants. We'd go to the florist.
By all means.
Zara is saying the only day that he's able to game with his buddy right now is Saturday. Because of daylight savings time, we didn't realize it had become 4 a.m. Then he slept until 4 p.m. Hey, man, 12 hours of sleep. That I could go for that. Last night I slept for 20 minutes, woke up, and didn't fall back asleep until 6. My first alarm goes off at 6:30. I'm so sorry, Zar. Feed the cat! Yes, I've been wanting to do this. I sense a presence. There seems to be a hungry cat somewhere out there. Just the one, though. It appears to have trouble finding food. As such, it has not yet been fed. Would you please find and feed the poor thing? We will go do that next. I'd like to see some max safety shoes. I heard a housewife say something rather intriguing. Within the world of online shopping, these max safety shoes are extremely popular right now. I would love to see what makes these shoes so special. Would you please bring me a pair? I do not know where to find those, but we will go look. Unique music. It's said that music can paint a vivid reflection of the culture at that time and place in history. Should that prove true, then I wonder if the Gekukan High School you attend has its own unique music as well. It's been on my mind ever since I first heard of this, so will you do me one favor? I'd like to hear a piece of music distinctive to your learning facility, GeckoCon High School.
By all means.
A rare shadow in the third block, and bring back a rustic coin. Well, the good news is there's no time limit on that.
Success.
Okay. Yeah, she had a lot of new quests. Like, we just talked with her.
Very well.
Well, now what?
Good day. Are you accepting a request?
Oh. Okay. I was saving this for me, but
Most
sure.
Excellent. Now,
So, this is the chilled taiyaki. Well, it certainly is
you have
cold.
my thanks.
It has a soft, chewy texture and such cute round eyes. I shall savor every bite. Please take this reward. I don't know what that is.
Most excellent. Now, let's hear your
Okay,
report.
apparently I did whatever this was. Okay. I didn't even see what it was. Apparently it's a quest that we did, like, as she talked to us about it.
Very well, then.
Have I said hello to Maxine also? Maxine, I hope you've also had a good Monday. My Monday was very busy, but I like, let's say this, because I say that all the time. It was busy in the most productive of ways. Like, really got a lot of good stuff done. So, I think that I want to go visit. So, we're going to do the following things. We want to go visit the cat. I've been waiting to feed this cat since the beginning of the game. We didn't go to the movie theater enough. Samachan's falling behind on his cultural relevance.
Meow.
This cat looks very weak. It seems like it might be hungry. Maybe I should give it super cat food. Give it.
Meow. Meow.
The cat is purring loudly. It seems happy. Maybe the cat will feel better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. Okay, so we have to go get some food. And I'm not even going to wait for the sale, because I think I only have the one can, right? We'll find out when we go there.
It looks like those three weirdos have been snooping around here. Guess they're trying to hear the juicy stuff. The stuff you don't find out about in normal life.
The whole reason I hang out here is to shoot the shit with my buds. Those three weirdos are the only ones who come here and try to learn stuff. They need to get a life.
That cat has all the food he wants. This one. So let's go buy some more food. And we're going to talk to the people. Maxine says, when do you usually go to bed? I do not get anything resembling sleep until much too late.
Take your time.
Okay, this person does not sell anything like a... I got a lot of money. And as Platform Platypus was saying, money, 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 money. I'm gonna walk away from that, because none of that is a Christmas star, which is what I was hoping to get. The victims of apathy syndrome can never get their normal lives back. Do you think that's true or not? That's BS. You got it. The symptoms of the syndrome vary from person to person according to my hard-won information. Unconsciousness, loss of vitality, aphasia, mental decline. However, only some only got minor symptoms and are back to a normal life already. That's good. A movie theater's theme song. Movie's theme song is very important. The quality of the movie is greatly affected by whether its theme song is any good or not. Which reminds me, long ago I heard there was going to be a GeckoCon theme song. I think it was called GeckoCon Boogie or something like that. I heard it was nearly done. I want to hear how it turned out, but who the hell names their song Boogie? That's the name of a streamer. This station is near the high school, so I often see GeckoCon High School students, and their friends. You seem to be alone a lot. Do you have any friends? Oh my god, Sama has plenty. Great! I wish I had some friends when I was in school. Maybe I wouldn't be so earnest. I want to get some more food. Otherwise, we're going to forget, and then the pet store is going to close, and we won't be able to get any food ever again. That's the way that these things work for me. I remember people only use it for dares, do some browsing. We want super cat food.
You made up your mind?
Let's buy 2 since there's not going to be a sale until... Is it Sunday or Monday? Or is it Saturday? Whatever, we're going to buy 2.
That's all you want?
We've got cash. We can afford it.
Done already? Come again.
It is an honorable thing to spend what it takes to get your cat food. So we'll check that tomorrow. This thing is marked on the mini map with like a vase. Reopening, on July 18th. Well, we're almost there. Okay. God damn it. I'm trying to keep track in my head because we got so many things that we were gonna do. Like it was a straight up like go do this, go like hang out with Nozomo, and then suddenly okay, do we have a moon? We do, so we're gonna hang out with him at any time. Let's look at our quests. No, I don't know where to find this yet. Christmas star we're gonna look for. We did feed the cat. Max safety shoes. Oh, and you know what? Let's check like I think we saw that there was a music room on the first floor. Hold on. All right. Okay, that's the library. Hey, can we go see the nurse? We did go to Tartarus, or we did a mission. Does that count? Scholarly pursuits. No. We got kicked out of the nurse's office. I'm only feeling tired. See, Sama-chan is already helping out in the real world. Jelly Buns has remembered that she needs to pick up some food for the boys. So that's the home ec room. Home ec prep room. Sewing supplies. Science room. Photography club, but it's silent. Laboratory. Science lab. There might be dangerous chemicals, so we shouldn't go in there without permission. Janitor's room. No. Here's the art room. Music room. Seems to be where the music club meets. I can see a grand piano inside through the frosted glass window. Oh, and that's it. There's no music to get. Okay, well then I don't know who we would talk to. I guess we'll have to come back later. We can also check in the faculty office. They might know something about it. Didn't they say to always use this door, though? Nothing to do right now. Okay. Quests. Alright, so we did do this one. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. We can't do that one, or that one, or that one. Okay. Sooner or later, Sama-chan has to get enough courage to burst his own stomach lining at the Big Eater Challenge. I wish he wasn't such a wuss. Just reenact that scene from 7. Samalander, what are you doing? Yeah, there's no student council this week. There's nothing in the classroom. Okay, we're gonna go hang out with What's-His-Face. Also, sorry, because Maxine was saying, do I regret it? Yes, I do. But do I do something about it? No. Is that they're going to bed too early? And her Monday was a typical Monday. Huh? Okay, I don't know how to do munch burp into the microphone, so we'll just skip that part. Oh, hey, Salma-kun. Perfect timing. Do you want to go get something to eat? I can hear my poor stomach crying in anguish. Markwack! Wow! Thank you very, very much for the 5,000-bit cheer. Markwack is saying, I brought back my foster, which makes me sad. I found out the stray I brought is okay, which makes me glad. Day off, I'm glad. Still had 2 work meetings, sad. Supporting the stream, glad. Markwack, sort of in order, I am so glad that the other stray that you brought in is doing okay. I remember that was a source of concern. I shared at the time that I've seen cats recover from some pretty serious injuries, so I'm very, very glad that turned out the way that that we were all hoping for. And it is very sad that Jedi had to go back, but as always, it's also a sweet sadness because now you know that she's feeling a lot more comfortable around people and will hopefully go on to her forever home, right? And it opens up your home for the next good friend. So that's really, really awesome. Sorry about the work meeting. I'm glad that otherwise you had the day off and hopefully we're able to spend it on something fun. And again, Marquardt, thank you very, very, very much for the cheer. We can grow closer thanks to the moon persona, and we will get close to a Suimitsu soon. So let's do it now.
Yes!
Wonderful, my gourmet friend. Let's see, last time we ascended to a juicy paradise, yes? I know just where to go next. The restaurant is filled with the familial... Oh, Marquardt, if you just arrived, we also got to feed the cat. In the game. It was a request from Elizabeth. Apparently, Sama-chan needed to be told the hungry cat would enjoy the super cat food, but hey, whatever gets it done. Familiar set of fish. Scent of fish.
That enough appetizers? Excuse me, sir. 2 bowls of the usual today, and as always, make sure one of them is extra large.
Coming right up.
Our bowls were replaced with 2 new fresh ones.
Once you taste this, my friend, there is no going back. Ton noodles! Yes! That's 3, count 'em, 3 tons! This is the crown jewel of the secret menu here. Even better than the Hagakure bowl! The simple salt-based broth, complemented by the rich, spicy miso sauce. It's like a microcosm of the miracle of creation!
Wow! The incredible flavor melts away my troubles.
It's all about that secret menu. Although, how will people find it if it's too secret? Whatever. The harder I think about it, the hungrier I'm gonna get. Oh, sir! Don't toss out that first bowl, all right? That soup and I have unfinished business. This is a huge honor for you, you know? You're only the 2nd person to taste this after me. Don't forget to blow on the noodles to cool them off.
I can really feel Suimitsu's kindness. I feel like our relationship is stronger. Yeah, and Marquardt, it's not just the one. We have to go back and feed the cat again tomorrow, so let's all help me remember to do that, because this game throws a lot at you.
What a lucky guy you are. I mean, you get to be friends with me. And just so you know, you wouldn't be getting this with my younger brother, because the Gourmet King's brother is not the Gourmet King. So, do you get me, Who am I? Go on, I want to hear it come out of your mouth.
Say my name, the Gourmet King.
My word, not so loud! Are you trying to embarrass me? Here, have some of my boiled egg. I had a couple of bites, but it's still good.
We just got served brand new food. I don't need to eat your half-eaten food.
No more talking. The food's gonna be a chewy, flavorless mess if we don't eat up. Sir? Sir? You saved that first bowl, right? Because I'm gonna be needing it.
Yeah, as Jelly Bun says, I like food, but this kid takes it to another level. Suimitsu and I finished our ramen and went back to the dorm. One of the things that we're thinking is going to happen this episode is we're going to take our final exams.
It's you. Welcome back.
For the semester, feeling rested. There's still some time until the next full moon, and while I wish I could tell you to take it slow, finals start next Monday, so I'd like you to care for your health and concentrate on your studies. Hello to Canada! Canada, we are... Actually, what's going on? We're about to study with the crew. But I hope you're having a great Monday. We're prepping up for our finals and watching the news. Next, some good news. Natto has become surprisingly popular overseas. Called miracle beans in foreign countries, they sell 5 times what they do in Japan. A well-known natto producer said, "Good thing I kept making it." I assume it's a type of food. So this doesn't, the refrigerator doesn't clean out until later in the year, right? No. 7:29. You guys, it's really good that I had that chilled taiyaki on me, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do that mission. Junpei does not want to talk to us. Have I ever seen natto? I definitely have not. I don't know what it is. It does not look appetizing, but it's supposed to taste great with rice. What is this? Oh, did she have the Christmas star? Come to think of it, Elizabeth asked me to get a specific item for her. A Christmas star? That's the ornament on top of the tree, right? Why do you need one of those in July? Oh, if I'm right, it may not refer to an ornament at all. There's a type of plant that's sometimes called the Christmas star. Could you wait a few minutes? I'll go double check. Hello to Borlak! So we got a poinsettia. Is that a thing? Jelly Buns, you know lots of stuff. Maybe Canada, Marquardt, and others. Is a poinsettia also known as a Christmas star?
Sorry.
Sorry for the wait. Here you go. I think what you're looking for is a poinsettia. This flower is usually sold during Christmas time, so it'd be hard to find in stores now. Fortunately, I had some in my room. Here you go. Okay.
Hey.
I think it's wonderful that Kirijo-senpai is so passionate about her cause, but being too passionate can cause people around you to feel confused. It's a difficult balancing act. I think one of the keys is just don't, like, yell about things that you like very much. Way to start. Hello to Crow, who's saying red leaves. Borlak, before I forget, how did Lady B's section of the relay stream go? Jelly Buns is saying that poinsettias are poisonous to cats. And do cats eat it? Like, is it one of those things like antifreeze that cats are attracted to even if it's, like, really, really bad for them? Crow's also saying that, very pretty. Cats eat everything. They definitely do. We got a cat right now that just chews on anything and everything. Kirijo-senpai takes her mission really seriously. She would probably do just about anything to annihilate the shadows. I can respect feeling like there's something you have to do, but isn't it a bit much sometimes? I think I know what you mean. There are a lot of old sayings about maintaining balance in your life. I understand not wanting to be too laid back, but you shouldn't become obsessive either. Meanwhile, like, she's downstairs prepping for, like, exams. She's not... It's just a weird thing for them to be on about when we're about to hang out with her. However, let's go give the Christmas star to Elizabeth. Oh, that's so cool, Borlak. So the topic that we're just touching on quickly is that Lady B was part of a raid train, and her shift was going to be today. It's like a whole bunch of different art creators, and Borlak is saying that it went really well, and she wound up raiding out with more than had raided in, which has got to feel really good.
Day.
Is there something I can assist you with?
Here are my requests. Let's hear the results.
It seems you've completed a request. One moment, please, while I check. That red-leafed plant, is that the Christmas star? I was led to believe there would be presents growing from this plant.
Very well, then.
This fulfills my request, but you can take it back with you. Although, once the presents are in bloom, I'd like for these plants to fill our room. Take this reward. They're jack gloves. Okay. Can I think that I can. Can I equip these on Akihiko right now before I forget? Okay, less accuracy, but a lot more power. A lot more power. So we're going to put those on. Caroluna. Oh boy. Caroluna is saying Euphorbia pulcherrima is the scientific name. And yes, it's poisonous, which is often the thing when the plant gives out a milky substance, which many euphorbias do. We certainly don't have any poinsettias around. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's the monk. Well, the monk is gonna have to... I want to study with everybody. Jelly Buns is also saying cats are prone to eating plants in general sometimes. It does seem to be like, isn't it like the fiber that they're looking for? Like, we have gotten like cat grass, And the only thing is that if we try to like put it down in like a planter, the cats will be so interested in it that they'll just like knock it over and like get dirt and stuff everywhere. So we have to find a way to sort of like stabilize it.
Oh, Chakariku. I came down to get a drink and got caught by Mitsuru, as you can see.
I'm not worried about Akihiko's grades. I'm more worried he'll run off and do some reckless training. And studying has the added benefit of preventing that possibility.
So here we are, even though I'm mostly done studying for the
In that
exams.
case,
Then why don't you overlook Chakariko's studies? That is, if he's able to join us. Yes.
I see.
All right, sit down. I'll be your study coach.
I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
I believe you've done enough physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with?
The hell if I know. What is Sama-chan not good at? I think possibly remembering kanji, because that's like written, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with that.
The most basic method is writing them over and over again. But I get that's a tough way to stay motivated. That's why I reward myself with workout reps based on the number of new kanji I've learned. The more you study, the stronger you'll get. Pretty motivating, huh? In any case, I advise having a good workout ready to treat yourself with after a study session. It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people. On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days before the exam?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested. If you give it your all, it shouldn't be too difficult. Easier than facing the enemy wholly unprepared, at least.
Well, we can talk all night, but doing is where the magic happens. Here, let me give you some practice problems.
The two of them continued giving me rigorous advice. Ta-da! So Zara's saying, I hear Akihiko and instantly think Sword Art Online. I've heard of that. I know basically nothing about it. Is Akihiko the name of a character in it, or is this voice actor in it?
You catch on quick. You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice. All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable. Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get some workouts in?
You never change. I'll need to continue keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't overdo it.
The more you study and the more you train, the better results you'll get. I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on. Let's call it here for today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Oh no! Before we get started with our magic lecture, Jellybuns was saying that it's interesting because dandelions also give off like a milky subject, and you can totally eat those. A lot of families around her neighborhood, while she was growing up, made salads out of them, but she's never tried it. They would pick them from the yard and eat them. I have never attempted to eat a dandelion. I didn't know that they were edible. I thought they were just straight up weeds. Jellybuns, not to say that no weeds are edible, they're numerous. Everything gives Jellybuns digestive problems. She's worried about this water that she's drinking right now. Zara clarifying that Akihiko Kayaba is the big bad in Sword Art Online. If you ask me to describe like what genre it is, I actually don't even know. Is it like an MMO? Like a JRPG style MMO? Okay, so class is beginning. Uriel, whatever you think. Just a quick preface. When I use the word magic, I mean it in a very general sense. Anyway, today's topic is the magic of medieval Europe.
I'll be giving a crash course in the single most magical place in time in recorded history, Disney World. I mean, there's a lot of materials pertaining to Western magic, from printed books to communal folklore. I'll cover it all, including the changes European magic has seen since then. As I mentioned previously, European magic finds its origins in paganism. Starting with Christianity, though, it has been influenced by an influx of various cultures. Let's see, what are some well-known examples? There's Kabbalah, which is the esoteric study of the mystical aspects of Jewish texts. There's also Gnosticism, a Christian sect founded by Simon Magus, the sorcerer. Greece's philosophy and natural sciences were the fruits of magical researchers. And the same was true of Islam's scientific advances, which surpassed Europe's at the time. Now, as for the circumstances of magic in this age, it was an era where the rule of Christianity and the insight of the natural sciences collided. Magicians bravely reached up for a connection with the gods. Say, are you still awake? You're not daydreaming, right? How about a test to see if you were paying attention? You'll know what type of guardian angel you have depending on how you answer. Gibberish, gibberish, gibberish. If these words mean something, it's cool. Then. Sorry. The esoteric study of Jewish texts. Kabbalah. He just said it. Thank your guardian angel because they must be kind. The magicians of the age achieved great things, particularly the renowned grimoire.
In grimoire, you can ride on a turtle.
A grimoire is a collection of magical texts. No one's gonna understand that reference. A grimoire is a collection of magical texts, usually an all-encompassing as possible, wherein I answered correctly. Everyone in class is full of respect. I got some charm. Actually, as usual, Mark Quack might be the one human being in the world who's gonna understand a grimoire reference, but okay. God damn it, I love that pitch video so much. Mark Quack, if you know the grimoire that I'm thinking of, I'm not even kidding. He might have had to go to another work meeting. I watched the Indiegogo pitch meeting for pitch video for grimoire at least once a year. I love it so much. The actual product, less so, but all right. So yeah, literally nothing. Everyone is studying for exams. So, and I'm not a genius yet, right? Me, social stats. No, Salmachan is smart, but he's no genius. So we can't hang out with Mitsuru. All right, let's go do our card. Oh, and let's feed the cat in that order. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's so easy to forget to feed the cat. Jelly Buns has got a jet. Jelly Buns, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Crit rate boost. Yeah, why wouldn't we? Want another one of those. Now, I did not get to see... I don't know if we still have... Right, the cat. I don't know if we still have Borlak here, but I was very busy all day. I didn't get to see any of Lady B's stream. I was hoping to lurk. I wasn't even able to do that. What kind of art did she do? Was it like a paint pour? Was she knitting? I'm trying to remember what she's been working on recently. All right, so here's weak cat. Might be very hungry. Super cat food. Ow. The cat is purring loudly. The purring seems more energetic than it did last time. Maybe the cat will feel even better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. So, is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday when the sale happens. I might buy some more cat food tomorrow. As for today... Oh, we didn't talk to these folks. He's sweating a lot now, but he's usually not like that. That type of guy is pretty popular with the older ladies who work here. Everyone remembers his face. I was surprised, to be honest. It's amazing how many people say hello to him at shops. Oh. The conversation died again. I keep sweating. Is it because of the heat, or is this a cold sweat? It's early July. So, is this Nozomo? Suimutsu? It is. Yeah, we just hung out with him. I don't think that he's going to want to hang out. Oh, no, we could. Well, hold on. Hold on. I want to see where we stand with him compared to the old couple, who also seem to be available. Social link. So we've got old couple is at 4. He's at 3. Okay. Let's hang out with him. There was nothing else we had to do today. We fed the cat. We replicated the card. We could go to one of those things, but we'll work up our S-links here. Wait. No, that's Sunday. As long as we have a hermit, we can hang out on Sunday. Okay, so we're going to go to Wakatsu.
So for lunch,
Oh, does Carolina have to go as well?
Then a katsu sandwich.
Carolina, have a great evening. Thank you very, very much for hanging out today. And thank you for the information on the thing. And also, I'm so sorry. Very quickly, I don't know if Crow is still here. Crow, yesterday, at the end of the stream, I did multiple shout-outs, which I was very glad for all the people that I shouted out. I completely forgot to shout out Dawn Evil. So, if you're here, I would love to just remind me to do that as we go, because I felt really bad about that, because she was hanging out in chat the whole time, and I really like her streams. Marquardt says, the Grimoire trailer is something else. I'm glad that his 15 minutes of fame are over. As am I, which is why I just... The Grimoire trailer is actually, like, legitimately, no joke and not irony, it is an extremely good pitch video, because the thing that it's pitching is simply not very good, and in my opinion, never was going to be very good, and also just is completely outside of me. But I will say this, the passion with which he speaks about his thing is infectious. In terms of a, like, listen to me talk about why this is going to be the greatest thing mankind has ever known, is well executed. And that's what I admire about it. Also, in Grimoire, you can ride on turtles. Zara is saying that he'll pass on the message. Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to, like, inject that into apps chat. Like, I really appreciate it, but I'm definitely going to like shout out Dawn Evil here. I felt really bad. Thank you for that, Zara. And will app be live later today? Because I wasn't sure if he was going to be.
Then an age pan, a kane pan, a yakisoba pan, apple strudel, another age pan.
I don't know Agipan or Kanipan for that matter.
But I gotta have my rice too. I think that might have been too many carbs. Today, a girl in my class asked me, "Who's that cute guy you went to Umiyushi with?" She wanted me to introduce you two so you could eat lunch together. Without me. Girls always go for guys like you. Or my little brother. I guess looks really are everything. But once we're dead, we'll all just be bones. You can't tell a handsome skeleton from an ugly one. Not again! Why do my memories make me so damn hungry? Hey waiter! Another tonkatsu special!
Oh boy. Can I just say that, like, when Kenji or whatever his name is talking about, like, dating the teacher and stuff, that just comes off as, like, really embarrassing for him. This kid legitimately makes me really sad.
While we wait for the food, let me share a little Senryu poem I wrote. He who cuts you is no friend, but he who katsu you, flavor until the end.
Crow is taking off. Crow, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope that you have a great afternoon.
Huh? Oh, my emergency! Whew. That was way too close. If that toilet was just a bit further away, oh boy.
Are you feeling sick?
No, I'm fine. No worries. Everything's good and normal over here. Except for my weight, that is. Ah! The Gourmet King shouldn't say things like that. I didn't mean to be so crass. I mean, who wants to talk about toilets while they're eating? I keep saying toilet. Sorry.
I can tell Suimitsu's trying to be considerate of me. Suimitsu appears to be eating himself to death because every time he thinks about something in his past, it makes him hungry, and he refocuses his attention on that. The way that he describes eating sounds extremely dangerous, and the way that he has to, like, rush off to the bathroom every 15 minutes because... Like, I feel like the game is trying to, like, play it for laughs, but it actually comes off as deeply, deeply sad. Our relationship is stronger if you say so. Candace saying, are you a Persona enjoyer or is this your first? I have really enjoyed Persona games in the past.
Okay, enough of that. Let's shovel that food down. We have to eat every chance we get, because once we're dead, all we'll be eating is dust. You know, just like my little brother.
Like, one thing that I know is that in these conversation scenes, it's about trying to identify what the person wants to hear, because the game is sort of gauging whether or not you're paying attention to the relationship and whether or not you know the person. So it's less about expressing your own thoughts, which is something that you'll have in a lot of Western RPGs to sort of like define your personality, and more discerning how to reflect their personality back at them, which is a whole different challenge, and I find it really interesting. After eating with Suimitsu, I went back to the dorm. And in terms of, like, Persona games...
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, are you free tonight? With exams coming, I thought maybe we second years could hold a study session. Pass! I'm heading for my room. Huh, wait, Junpei? Oh well, his loss. Yumi and Fuka can still study together. I was about to say, is Junpei just gonna glower at us? At some point, and I don't know when to fit something like this in, I would really like to do a playthrough of Persona 5, specifically Persona 5 Royal, which I've never played. Hold on. Buff Potato Sprout, 718, right. Mostly because I just think for anybody that hasn't played Persona, that doesn't, like, isn't aware of Persona, all I can say is that I'm not saying that Mia is literally a character in the game. And it would not be responsible of me to say that the voice actor for one of the characters spent several weeks with Mia learning her mannerisms and the way that she talked in order to accurately portray that specific character. I'm definitely not saying that any of those things occurred. I am saying that it would be a lot of fun to play Persona 5 together for some reason. Persona 5 Royal. Let's see what's on TV. Our next story concerns a very rare event, a miraculous flower which only grows once every 100 years is bloomed. It seems to be responding to the other strange events in town. Or it's been 100 years. You know, it could be one of the two.
That's true.
You're really making a name for yourself as our leader, especially with this current operation. Excellent commanding there. Next time the enemies will probably get stronger again, but if you keep up the effort, I know you'll do just fine.
Hey, we got a vote of confidence from Akihiko.
Yes, precisely.
It's fine to reflect on your victory, but don't forget there are exams next week as well. Again, like, Yukari's over here just like, oh, like, she's so obsessed with shadows, and every time we talk to her, she's like, don't forget your studies. Canada's saying, I've been watching people stream this one, never tried it myself, it's much more adult themed than I expected. That's a thing about Persona games also, they can sneak up on you. It's almost time for exams. Have you been studying? We were just about to start studying together. Do you want to join us, Chakariko-kun? Is it okay with you, right, Fuka? Whatever. Of course. Will you study with us? Let's study together.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Fuka, your notes look so trendy. I kind of wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus.
What a good friend.
She sure is.
Just for anybody who hasn't, it doesn't have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything that's happened so far, Natsuki-chan is the person who locked Fuka in the gym, and that's how she became trapped in Tartarus. So once again, Fuka is really just sort of glossing over what most people would consider to be the top story, that now Natsuki has shared her notes.
That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Marquack also has to step away for some errands. Marquack, again, thank you very, very, very much. I hope that your errands go well. Actually, I don't know if Canada did daylight savings time at the same time. If they did, where you live, please drive carefully. Car accidents tend to be up in the week after daylight savings time, after the time change. And otherwise, we'll hope to see you again really soon. I would say, honestly, that completing her notes is also a way to study.
Complete her notes. You mean like fill in all the parts she's missing?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Thanks, you two.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh, yeah.
The best possible way to learn something is to have to teach it. We began to fill in Natsuki's notes. We nearly rewrote the entire thing. It really did make for a good review.
All done. It looks wonderful.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
I hope she likes it.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study too, right?
Czar, thank you very, very much for the gift sub to Canada. That's awesome. I really appreciate
I'll
it.
make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
I will say this for Natsuki. She is doing her best to make right what she did wrong.
Hey.
So exams are coming up pretty soon. Have you been studying? Yep. Oh, yeah? Well, not that it's any of my business. Yeah, Canada has the howdy emotes now.
Fine, Sengoku.
All right, here we go. Finally, we reached Taira no Masakado. He's the turning point of the era of the samurai. It all began when infighting among the Taira clan. Their conflict escalated until the imperial court had to intervene. Masakado was pursued by the imperial court, so he had no choice but to openly oppose them. The result was known as the War of Masakado.
I'm so...
Chakariku, you may not look like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one anyway. There's a theory that Taira no Masakado thought of the prototype for an item essential to battle. Now, what do you think that item was? It's something every samurai needs.
So I'm between katana or armor. Dawn! Hello to Jab as well. Jab and Dawn, I hope you had a good Monday. We're not into exams yet, but it's coming up. Dawn, hold on, because this was just a topic of conversation. Dawn, at the end of the previous stream, I was doing multiple shout-outs, and you had been in for the entire stream, and I completely forgot to shout you out. We did it earlier today, and we're going to do it again. I really appreciate it, and I apologize for overlooking that shout-out. You know what? Okay. I don't know the answer to this, but what is this guy gonna say that every samurai needs, and it's not gonna be the armor, and it's not gonna be the rifle. It's got to be the katana.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I didn't know the answer. Honestly, I was thinking, like, it can't be the katana. Like, they know the dude who invented the katana. That just, and maybe they do, I don't know. It just felt like more likely that he would have, like, come up with, like, an armor design or something. But then it was like, no. There's no way that this guy would say that every samurai requires armor.
Yes, it's the katana. Think of samurai and their swords.
Think of samurai and their swords are...
Think of samurai and their swords are the first thing to come to mind, although it's not known whether Masakado really came up with them. This is going to be on the exam next week, so prepare well. Let's skip forward a little to the Kamakura era. At last I can feel them on their way. The samurai are almost here. In 1185, the Kamakura shogunate was established. Yes, we're there! And of course, its founder was Minamoto no Yoritomo. I can't believe we finally made it.
I answered correctly. Everyone in class is looking at me with respect. They've tuned out on the samurai talk. Jab is saying it sort of evolved. They were using longer swords. So swords longer than the katana at the time, and then it was introduced? It's a message from Sonata.
Letting you know first, Ikutsuki-san is coming tonight. Sounds like he has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor once we're all back.
Okay, there's probably not going to be a lot here to do. Again, it's the week before exams, so nobody wants to hang out. So we're going to do the following things. A, I want to make sure that we have a hermit so that we can play the online game tomorrow. We do. Okay, step 2, we need to go replicate a card. We can see if Maiko's available, but we just hung out with her in the previous episode, so I bet that she's maxed out. Or, like, not ready to move up. Recarm, again, we'll replicate the card, but it's not as important as, like, one of those boosts. Yeah, elect boost. Let's grab that one. Yeah, we are definitely going to feed the cat, as Zara says. So, Jab is saying the Taishi. Taishi, I think that's probably that pronunciation. Yes, go feed cat. Now, if we need more food after this, I think it's the sale. Yes. Okay, so if we need more food, then we will go buy the sale. We will go buy the food. We'll go to the sale. Very weak, might be hungry. Let's give him some super cat food. Ow. Purring very loudly, it seems happy. The light in its eyes has returned. Maybe the cat will feel better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. So, yes, let's go to the mall. And we'll talk to the housewives there in a second. I don't know how many times we need to feed the cat, nor do I want to know. We're going to just buy some.
Big sale today. You can't find prices lower than here.
Wait, is this normally 700? I feel like that's what I paid for it last time. This is a huge discount. Let's buy 3.
You sure? Thanks for coming. You got everything you need? Thanks.
kind of prefer to just adopt the cat, but since we don't have that option. I get tired of coming up with new things to cook for dinner. My family always complains when I end up making something similar to what they had for lunch. My friend told me that one time her kid who goes to GeckoCon bought a pork cutlet sandwich for lunch. And when she made him pork cutlet for dinner, he yelled at her. She told him, well, you should have bought some sweet pastries or apple strudel instead. I really feel like that might be the most mundane conversation we've ever heard. So, Maiko is back in town. Let's see, are we playing today? No, okay. I mean, we could play with her, but we're not gonna rank up. So next up, we could go hang out with Bunkichi.
Dear Zamachan, won't you come visit us?
Okay, and we will grow closer with them. So we fed the cat, we bought more food, we replicated the card. I feel like it's time to go do this. Hello to Buckeye Ninja! Buckeye, how's your Monday going? More like the end of mustache. So, Taishi? With an E sound. So Tashi. So maybe the I is silent. See, my extremely limited understanding of Japanese is that the vowels are always pronounced and they always have the same sound to them. Like there's no long or short vowels like there are in English. But I don't know. So if it sounds like it might be Tashi maybe? Mustache. Tashi. All right, let's go hang out with the elderly couple. So last we checked in with them, they had heard that the persimmon tree honoring their son was going to be cut down, and then we went there and found that it was correct. Or at least that's what kids in school are saying.
Oh, we were just talking about you. We've been feeling a bit guilty for troubling you about the persimmon tree.
What tree?
Oh, good one. I wouldn't worry about it. Glad you can joke around even at a time like this. Makes me feel like we're not so different, you and I. Lord knows I can't pass up a good pun. That persimmon tree is a reminder of our son. Actually, before his death, he was a teacher at GeckoCon. He planted that tree on graduation day with the students of his very first class.
Just when we thought that tree was about to bear fruit. Why now? Why do they want to cut it down now?
It's a very good question. It'll be okay.
Thank you. I'm all right now. That made me feel a lot better. It's very comforting talking to you.
Oh, wow! You've really gone and captured my wife's heart. You must be popular with the ladies. My wife's no sucker after all. I feel I'm looking at myself when I was in my prime.
The elderly couple seems to have grown fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer. Jab is saying they shortened down about 6 inches and made a few other minor changes in the shape of the blade as well. Katanas are really short for a two-handed sword. 28 inches on average. I'm not good at sort of like envisioning 28 inches. I always thought that katanas were really long, but maybe like held up against any other two-handed sword, they are very short. Like, I haven't done a lot of like actual handling of swords in my life.
Don't fret too much about the tree. Just stop by when you have the chance. Oh, and take this. It's left over from earlier, but it's still good.
Jab, I'm like 60% sure I already asked you about this. Did you also see that video that Czar had recommended where the sword master was breaking down some of like sword fighting techniques in Jedi Survivor? I'm pretty sure that we talked about it. You said that you had seen it. I thought it was really interesting.
Well then, you take care of yourself.
I parted with the elderly couple and went back to the dorm. Jab did see it. Yeah, it's just like, watching that dude handle what I would take to be an actual
And that's
sword.
the
Hold on.
summary of what happened on the night of the 7th.
It just makes me realize how completely clumsy I would be trying to handle something of that weight and heft.
These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too. I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right. I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Ford Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkokan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind C's? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
We must defeat the 12 shadows that started all of this in order to eradicate both the Dark Hour and Tartarus. I must fight to protect everyone. 6 of them remain. I want to have a quick chat about Yukari. Hold on. That was a lot. Before we get started, Jab was saying that the swords are not as heavy as I would think, and the long sword in the video that I was just mentioning about the Jedi Survivor was probably about 3 pounds. That is much lighter than I would think. It looks like it's a big chunk of like what would be really heavy metal. He's very, very controlled with it. Like it reminds you of what people say where you want to make the weapon like an extension of your body, and it really looks like it's just a longer part of his arm, the way that he wields it. He's just very controlled. So Yukari has spent the last couple weeks in game expressing concerns and suspicion about Mitsuru, and I just can't help but notice that she elected to voice them to Mitsuru for the first time in front of the chairman. I don't know if she was counting on backup, if she like j'accuse against Mitsuru and she tried to be evasive, but Mitsuru sort of defanged the whole thing by being like, okay, well, yeah, I didn't talk to you about this, but it didn't seem relevant. I'll also call a little bit of BS on that. Mitsuru's a really, really sharp cookie, and for her to not, like, oh, I guess I just didn't think it was relevant that 10 years ago a whole bunch of high schoolers started collapsing and going into semi-catatonic states at the exact place where all of this happened, and now we're back there. It definitely seems like Mitsuru was not anxious to share this information, but I also have to say that I feel like if Yukari had asked her privately, she also would have been pretty forthcoming. Yukari really has a problem with Mitsuru. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have a reason for it. It's just, I feel like what we're seeing between the two of them is Yukari is pretty evidently like intimidated by Mitsuru and didn't want to try to bring it up privately. So she decided to do a big scene in front of everybody because like just having more people. It was a daring move and I guess it worked out for her, but it still felt a little bit unnecessary and tacky to try to do it in front of like this adult. Like Mitsuru has brought adults to their knees all on her own. I don't know that the chairman would have been able to like extract the truth if Mitsuru didn't feel like it was worth sharing. Hi, I'm Trish with today's installment of Who's Who. Today's subject is a man in his 20s with a yellow cap. If he takes it off, then he's literally no one. He's studying art overseas, so we were very fortunate to run into him today. Next is news. That was the piece, you guys. We found a man wearing a yellow hat.
Let's see.
Maybe we shouldn't go to Tartarus tonight. Junpei-kun asked me to go over what we talked about in the meeting. But if we defeat all 12 shadows, I won't be able to use my persona anymore. Man, it's such an amazing power. I just can't let it go to waste. I'm not kidding. I was thinking that in the meeting as well. Like, these kids basically have superpowers, but only one hour per night. And I guess it's longer than an hour. It just sort of like stretches out. But if they get rid of that, then they have nothing. Well, it's not that they have nothing. They don't have that. They don't have that specific thing that makes them special or powerful. And leave it to Junpei to really key in on that. I'm so sorry about everything. Let me know if there's anything I can say to be of help. What are the 12 shadows? Special shadows that appear on full moons. They are the product of a research accident 10 years ago. In the incident, an experimental entity comprised of numerous shadows was split once more into 12 large pieces. As such, their power far exceeds those found in Tartarus. Tread with appropriate caution.
Yes.
Is that it? We don't get to ask the others? How'd the public take it? Yeah, when they're kids. By the way, this has like big like Nightmare on Elm Street vibes for me in terms of like, oh, kids, you know all that like bad stuff that you've been dealing with? It turns out it's your parents' fault. Or at least the previous generation's fault. In the end, over 50 people were injured in that accident. I guess Mitsuru's parents' fault, more specifically. 50 people were injured in the accident. The media placed full blame on the Kirijo group for the tragedy. They singled out one researcher in particular, declaring him the main culprit behind it all. Whether it was actually all his fault or not was not the issue. The public was looking for someone to vent their pain and anger on, so they chose him, even though he was a victim himself. Their wrath was unparalleled. It was almost more frightening than seeing a horde of shadows.
Yes.
Hold on. What happened with Mitsuru? Under the pretense of assisting for the benefit of the group, she was subjected to experiments on her persona for many years. Solving the mystery behind the unknown ability of personas, the development of various equipment beginning with the evoker. None of this would have been possible without her cooperation. There must have been some dangerous experiments at times too, and yet she kept agreeing to it all, I'm told. So she was patient zero for like how to make personas come out?
Yes.
Tell me about Sanada. But he's right over there. Oh no, he's not. That's Junpei. He and Kirijo-kun have known each other for a very long time. Sanada-kun joined us when he was only in middle school. At the time, we had a third member as well, but I digress. Do you, though? I kind of feel like that's pertinent to the story. Wait, do we get to ask about the third member? No. Okay, well, then this was the shortest, so we'll just... There.
Hey.
Well, aren't you calm? Must be because you're a fantastic leader who can do anything, huh? No matter what happens, you can handle it all by yourself. Isn't that right? Huh. Wishing nobody like me could be like that. Junpei, are you listening? The only thing anyone knows about Tartarus is that it creates shadows. Other than that, we're all in the dark. Yeah, Junpei's still having you would think that with news like what we just got, Junpei might cram it for a while. Maybe set aside whatever weird petty jealousy he's feeling, but no. Okay, so I guess we'll go work part-time at the coffee shop now after all of that. Hey, by the way, I've never actually checked. Should we be doing any tending to the plants on the off days? Has been planted. Nope. Okay. I probably did check at one point and just forgot. Oh, this dude. And I think our charm is up high enough. Oh? My, aren't you handsome? Can I interest you in being a part of a promotional campaign I'm running? Oh, you're still in high school? That would mean perhaps if I trained him. The man seems to be mumbling to himself. It seems that my charm has caught his attention. Hey, young man. How would you like to have all your dreams come true? Well, do I have a golden opportunity for you? Tell me more. This stays between us, so don't go telling anyone, okay? I can make you rich, 100% guaranteed. All you need is 20,000 yen, and your investment will multiply by 10. No, by 100. And the best part is, you don't even have to lift a finger. You'll become fabulously wealthy overnight. Just give me 20,000 yen and I'll take care of the rest. What do you say? This is the scammiest scam. This is set in 2009. This is it. This is what's the name of the guy that invented Bitcoin? Oh God! In the Cryptoland video, they said his name. Nobody knows who it is. This is that guy, apparently. Okay, have my 20,000 yen. Give man 20,000 yen.
Bye-bye.
That'll do it. Bye-bye. I'll be in touch once your fortune has been made. You've got to be kidding me. That's it? Sama-chan just... Okay. Is there a rip-off artist, a con artist persona? Arcana? Let's see if the old monk is available, because we didn't hang out with him the other day. He is. Now, we do not have a tower arcana. I want to go see if we can possibly get one. A, let's make sure that we don't have one. And I'm 90% sure that we don't. And then B, can we possibly make one? Tower is a later arcana.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Okay, first of all, let's just see summon.
This is your progress so far.
Moon, Star, Devil, Temperance. I'm betting that guy is Star, by the way, because we don't have a Star. Hey, your charisma's really strong. I can make you a Star.
Browse to your heart's content.
I will do that. But what I don't have is Tower at all. So let's go to see if we can fuse one.
Are you in search of...
Well then, shall we take a look?
No, look at this. We can't even mix one. And I don't...
Seeing what personas come to be is a great joy of mine.
Oh, we are actually level 29. We could do Sati.
This would be a wise choice.
Yo, look at her! I like her fire aura. Okay, she is super duper fire. But we don't have any... I came here for... wouldn't it be hilarious if that guy was Priestess, by the way? I don't know about hilarious. It would be surprising. So, yeah, we do not have access to Tower. And I'm not going to start pulling out random personas to find one either. In the event that we can do it. So, Sama-chan, what did you do today? Oh, I went to the mall. I handed some guy 200,000 yen. Or was it 20,000? Whatever it was. It was a lot of money. All right, if this dude says that we're not going to rank up, then I think we'll probably work at the place. Drinking by himself. Yeah, so let's focus. If we can't actually rank up with him, then let's focus on getting our stats up higher. Okay, hold on. If there's a quiz game, we could do the quiz game. Yeah, look at that. I'll drop $3 grand on this. If I can drop $20,000 on some rando standing in the mall offering to make us rich, I can drop $3 grand on upping our academics. Hey, you know what else? We should see if there's any new software at the Net Cafe. It has been a while since I've checked, because I kept looking and then not finding anything. Brian, thank you so much for the resubscription. Brian, we're about to do our finals pretty soon.
Lounging about as usual, huh?
Hugh, what do you want? If you're gonna ask me to go back, the answer's still no.
That's not why I'm here. I was just making sure you were still around.
That's so.
We've known each other a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually, you just charge ahead like a damn fool. You've never been good at hiding shit.
Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
No shit?
Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Like yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Sorry, everything else came second. I accidentally hit the button.
Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
It is mid-July. That dude is still bundled up in that coat.
You really haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai, this is unusual. Please, come in.
So not only do you excel at providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? Is that allowed?
Yes, actually, it's corporate policy.
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable. But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home. But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose. So no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh? No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then, why? Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow, can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school.
Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
I get it. My problem is me. I'm going on like fighting was my duty and all. Actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing. So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
Why am I only ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so blindly? Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work. But I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Oh, Dad.
Yukari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future? Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder, like you do now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy. And I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh? All I can do is believe. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
So much story all at once. Zara saying, I just heard voice actress Jeremy Lay in that rando conversation. So Jeremy Lay is one of those people that's like in 100,000 things, and I don't recognize her until afterwards, which is probably one of the highest compliments that I think that you can pay to a voice actor. Just, she completely disappears in whatever role that she's in, at least for me. And like Ashley Birch is the same way. I basically do not recognize Ashley Birch until somebody tells me that's her. That is 100% the dude from the mall. It's only because we've now seen him. He took my $20,000. Or yen, whatever. The outdoor activity set. Summer vacation is upon us. We have just the thing for you this hot summer. First, oh, max safety shoes. We need those for Elizabeth. Stay stable on any terrain. It's wonderful. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in this instant curry. I don't know if that sounds good or not. For just 9,800 yen. Today only. Let's get it. Hey, can we use the cash that I already gave you as a deposit?
Thanks, kid.
We'll be introducing a seasonal corn set.
Bye-bye.
Boy, the online shopping channel is getting a little bit weird. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so again, we get so few opportunities to play the online game, we're gonna do this. A little of Asuna from Sao leeches into all of her voices. Colleen Clickenbeard is also one that you lose in all of her roles. So, sorry, I think it's super cool what I think that they're setting up, which is that Junpei is very like out and about, extremely upset openly about the idea of them getting rid of the Dark Hour. Like, hey, Junpei, here's this awesome thing that you can do and be a big hero. The only catch is that no one will ever know that you did it because everybody's going to be in their like coffin transmogrified state. And if you are successful, then you'll never ever get to be a hero again. And the one and only thing that makes you special will be taken away from you forever. And here he is feeling that. But I also noticed Fuka made that point about her parents being doctors, and as a result, her family's always like really hard on her. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be interesting if Fuka also winds up siding with Junpei over maybe ending the Dark Hour isn't what we want after all? And also, we got a little bit of a lore drop in there about Akihiko met Coat Kid, whose name I haven't quite picked up on yet, while they were in the orphanage together. This is the first time I feel like I'm learning that Akihiko is an orphan. So Akihiko seems to have like a lot of things that he's aiming for, and he wants to train and get stronger. I'm just saying that like he could also fall into like the Junpei and Fuka camp of, hey, what better way to train? What better way? Well, like, why don't we put it off? Why don't we, like, not do it right away? This has nothing to do with learning that he grew up in an orphanage. I'm just, like, I'm sort of putting together that there's a few different members of the squad here that might be putting more emphasis on their role as Persona users than on what SEES was founded to do, which... Again, at that meeting, they sort of found out, well, I don't know about Akihiko, but everybody else sort of found out that Mitsuru wasn't being entirely forthcoming with them. We are absolutely going to do this. Yeah, we even get to go closer. Let's play until dark. I probably should have gone to copy the card. And we didn't feed the cat! Oh no! Can we feed the cat at night? I forgot to feed the cat, you guys. I'm in Shinagawa Dungeon. I see Maya. I went to the gym yesterday to work out. My muscles are sore, but I'm so buff. There's nothing a little endorphins won't cure, right? ORZ? O-R-Z? ORZ? I don't know what that is. So much pain. Actually, I only went because I was so pissed at that bastard. What bastard? Sorry. I have kind of a dirty mouth today. Maya seems embarrassed. What I meant was, I was upset because of this guy. Remember that Mr. E guy? The SOB, right? I made a small error on some paperwork and now he's all on my ass. You're supposed to be teaching correct grammar, he told me. Shut the fuck up, old man. He thinks he's all that just because he's a classic lit teacher, for fuck's sake. Doesn't he know who I am? I'm Maya, you old bastard. Wait. We cut right past that. You're supposed to be teaching correct grammar. So we've been putting together who Maya is. Maya, based on previous comments, lives in or around Iwatodai, is a teacher, and now we know that she's supposed to be teaching correct grammar. And she's mad at Mr. E, who I think might be Mr. Okoda. Unless there's like a different high school around that we just, or haven't been, nobody's ever mentioned. If Mr. E starts playing this game too, I'm putting him on ignore. You can't talk to him either, Kay? Hee pwned. Maya's confiding in me. I feel like we're growing closer. Do we know... So, she's not the math teacher then, if she's teaching proper grammar. I mean, I guess all teachers should be teaching proper grammar, though. Mr. E probably doesn't have a computer at his house anyway. He probably uses an abacus. Talk about classic Rafflecopter. Whew, much better. Maybe I'll go take a shower now, blush. Don't worry, I won't let that old geezer get me down, Tetsuya. Maya's player signed off. Wait a second. Is she the homeroom teacher? Because she teaches Japanese, doesn't she? Isn't she also the Japanese teacher? Yeah, because she's always doing like the poetry and stuff. Miss Toriyumi, I think is her name. Toriyumi? Oh my god, I think Maya is Miss Toriyumi. Because she's not married. She's Miss. Or is it Ms? It doesn't matter. We're gonna find out. Chakariko-kun. Oh, that was it. Maybe we should hold off on going to Tartarus tonight too. It looks like everyone's studying in their own rooms. They're all keeping to themselves because they're busy studying. Right? I hope so.
Well, yes, but...
Me too. I can't stop thinking about it. What if they're hiding in their rooms because of something else? Let's see what's on TV. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R. Trash monster on the move. Don't litter, kids. On to today's news. I feel like we've caught every episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R. What are we at with online game? Was that 5 or 6? Jab is taking off. Jab, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Oh, wait. Jab, sorry, very quickly. Without getting spoilery for another game, actually, it looks like we have a substantial more amount of banishers than I expected. I don't know if you're still here, but I'd sort of given my best assessment of how close I thought that we were to the end, and it turns out that I think there's actually a lot more, which I was surprised about. I've really been enjoying it, but I know that you were curious about like where we were in progress, and I think that there's a bunch, so I just wanted to share that. We can talk in more detail during Banishers. But I wanted to, I didn't want that to come as a surprise because my estimates were wrong. So we can talk to the monk. I feel like we're still not going to level up. So we should just do can we work at the coffee shop? Jab is saying that's bad news for him. Yeah, I know that there's elements of the game that are very, very trying. So that's why I wanted to say it. I didn't want you to, if you saw that we were still playing it for a while, that like, what is this? I thought they were close to the end. It's a big game. There's like a lot of story to it. I'm looking forward to exploring that story, but I just wanted to share that. Oh, I should have looked for academics, and I forgot to go to the net cafe. And also, I forgot to... Hey, my reflection in the mirror looks more attractive. What I was going to say is that I should have looked for an opportunity to do academics. We didn't even check the video game. Oh my god, you guys. So much story in this episode. This is great.
It's good to see you again. How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user?
Fulfilling.
That's good to hear. I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all stems from something that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. Oh, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape their true self. But no matter what, I won't leave you, because we're friends, right?
I sense a faint bond forming between Pharos and me. Rank 2? Oh, 3. I don't remember hitting rank 2.
Good night.
How do you go back to sleep after that? Just some random kid showing up and like saying very foreboding things to you. Jab says that he watched a video that said that games are getting a lot longer. I've heard that feedback as well, and I would personally attribute it like the move generally towards more like open world structures, just because then developers want to fill that space with stuff, and like whether it's optional or not. I think that the average games are probably shorter than people feel, but that's because people want to do all the side content. It would be, before we hit this, I think it would actually be really interesting someday to try doing a series and just like, how long does it actually take to do something like Assassin's Creed Origins or Valhalla or whatever? Like, what if you just like set it to a regular difficulty level and just mainline story? How fast could you make it through like that? Not like a speed run, but just focus on essential stuff. I'd be interested to know.
Wow.
We have exams starting tomorrow and they're cumulative, so it's hard to remember everything.
You know what?
What if I fail again? I'm not going to yell at this person as loud female student. I really wish the school would stop posting our names with our scores.
Yep.
Right. It's embarrassing if we're near the bottom of the list. Smart people like Kirijo-senpai wouldn't get it, though. Wait, is exams now?
Attention, please.
Oh, wait, it could be her as well. I don't know what this woman teaches. This is not who I was thinking of. Exams are starting tomorrow. Are you all ready? Summer vacation is just within reach, so you'd better study hard. Why aren't you excited? You know, summer vacation, beaches, shaved ice, woo-hoo! Or does she mean woo-hoo like in the Sims sense? It's also the hottest time of the year, though. Don't go overheating, okay? That reminds me, there's an old expression for the hottest time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, summer. No, we have to stay awake.
Why?
The dog days of summer. It goes all the way back to an ancient Latin phrase of the puppy days. Is this true? Any idea where that phrase comes from? Anyone? Well, it's because Sirius, also called the dog star, appears... It's because Sirius, also called the dog star, appears at the start of summer. People believed it brought droughts and misfortune. Here's hoping we can avoid all that, I guess. Have a nice vacation. I'll be playing my online game all summer. She didn't actually say that if you're not looking at the screen, but she actually seems very, like, fun-loving. Okay. There was not a... So, Junpei, is there going to be like a big turd about this? Oh man, how am I supposed to study for exams at a time like this? This sucks. There's no way I can get a good score. Let's go feed the cat. I'm actually going to do that before we duplicate the card. This will be called the pretend like I was just walking and when Kirijo-senpai comes out, I'll get close to her strategy. That's my plan. But I'm all nervous now. I know I'm overthinking this. It's also possible that you were underthinking that. Wash my hands, 7:18. And I keep forgetting when we can put something in the refrigerator. Let's bounce to feed the cat. Because it's now been 2 days and I hope that we didn't like backslide. The whole point was to make the cat happy and healthy. Can we call this cat Marcat? I should give it the super cat food. Purring loudly, seems happy, and it seems to have regained all its energy by eating the cat food. I think it'll be okay without me having to feed it anymore. But we could still choose to feed it. We could, like, not just randomly assume that the cat is going to be fine. Depending on who's available, we could also go see a movie. Yeah, let's go turn in the cat quest. We still have to replicate our card.
I overheard some scary shenanigans going on over the intertubes these days. How about that? I'm pretty in the know for an old guy, huh?
Actually, that reminds me, we should also check to see if it's possible to buy some more URLs.
Marvelous.
Power growing within you. We got some Twilight fragments. Let's turn out the quests.
Here are my requests. Wonderful.
I see you have successfully fed the hungry cat.
That's a great relief.
Thank you. I can feel relief in the very cockles of my heart. I hope it prospers forever and ever. Take this reward. Male summer garb. People are going to be asking Sama-chan who dressed him, and they are not going to believe the answer. This strange blue woman who hangs out in the back of the mall. So Escapade is closed for now. Oh, right. It's deal time at the police station.
Come to think of it.
We did that. Yep, we already read that. So there's nothing to sell. Can we buy anything?
Prices are a bit lower today. Take a look if you have the chance.
No. So we probably don't have anything then. Wait, Yukari would benefit from this, but I'm pretty sure that she has like special armor, the +1 to all stats.
You finished? Be seeing you.
On the next time that he gets something that's really better, for defense, then we'll probably dump the apron. But the +1 to all attributes is really good. So we're still gonna go replicate the card. By the way, Zard said that the music in this is really weird. It's got a very eclectic array of tunes here. Sure, let's grab some growth. Someday I should really start using these cards. Okay, so we could go to Wild Duck and get our courage up. Maiko's available, but she doesn't... We're not going to rank up with her. We can see if Bunkichi's available. No, he's not. We could hang out with the Moon Boy. It'll probably be that, yeah? I think so. I can't think of anything else to do. It's either that or go to Wild Duck. It depends on whether or not this kid's going to rank up. Grow closer. Okay. Rank up, baby.
Yes! What are you in the mood for today? Rice, sandwiches, or maybe noodles? I know just the place.
Hurry, I'm dying from hunger here.
Well, look who it is. I knew you sounded familiar. I'd recognize that shrill, grating voice anywhere. I mean, who wouldn't? I don't have all the free time in the world like you high school kids, so let's try to keep this short. My son gave you money that was supposed to pay for his cram school. I'd appreciate it if you'd give it back. Let's just be done with this. I won't bother you again if you return the money now. Are we good?
Look, sir, I don't think you have the full picture here. Your son said he hates cram school. That's why he was hiding in the park by himself. I was doing him a favor. If anything, you should be thanking me. Right?
Yes.
See? He thinks so too.
Well, what's this? Someone sure is bold today. You sure you're not gonna start screaming emergency and run away?
My, you really don't have a clue, do you? No wonder you don't understand how your son feels. Besides, haven't you heard? He's my bodyguard now.
Tsuemitsu seems to trust me with all his heart. Either that or he's just willing to push me in front of a perceived threat.
should be the one forgiving you. And even if I did, there's no way you're getting into paradise. People like my dead brother, non-believers like you, you're not welcome there.
Talking to you gives me a headache. You know my son, right? He's still in elementary school, and yet he has a better head on his shoulders than you do. Your parents have my sympathy. I'd be ashamed if my son were as neck-deep in this cult as you are.
What? What did you just say to me? So that's how it is, huh? You're just like the rest of them. You think I should have died instead, don't you? You don't think I'll ever hold a candle to my twin brother, do you?
Just knock it off. Damn kid. God, this has been such a waste of time. Fine. If that's how you want to play, then just you wait and see. Better watch yourself, kid. Hang around this guy for too long, and he'll scam you, too. I tell my son the same thing. Choose your friends carefully. Now excuse me.
Come back when you've learned a little respect. Actually, don't come back. Ever! We won! We fought that guy off! As long as you're here, I've got nothing to fear. All right, I was dying of hunger, wasn't I? Come on!
Can I hear some more about the cult? They sort of dropped that into conversation. Could use a little bit of further exposition. After eating with Suimitsu, I went back to the dorm. I had no questions, as it turned out.
Welcome back.
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Not really.
An awkward silence fills the room.
You know, it's almost summer break.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Does anyone have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this sucks.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirijo-kun, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and get a nice change of scenery?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Hirijo-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. And we already know when the next operation will be, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
The beach, huh? I should design a special training regimen.
Oh man, I can't wait!
Oh, I need to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got one you can borrow.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Oh, brother, you and me both.
Wait, seriously?
Don't be stupid.
Kirijo-senpai, wait up! I just wanted to say sorry about the other day. I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived, but there is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
I had no idea.
There's a box on the counter. Looks like the product I ordered through the shopping program on TV has started. Can I just... There's so much story that's happening now after so many weeks of like, go to class, do the like after school job, join the clubs. And like all of that has had like the S-Link stories, but now it's all like main stuff and I'm just really enjoying this, that's all. Yes, so now we can go to Elizabeth with our max safety shoes. Which, just based on the name, I'm sort of envisioning the same shoes as what Kramer wore in that one episode of Seinfeld. If you've seen enough Seinfeld, you already know the shoes that I'm thinking of. Sign is Cancer, then your lucky color is green. Green is not a creative color. For extra luck, try wearing your shoes on the wrong feet. What the fuck? Okay. This has been bad advice.
Nice one.
I gotta say, I didn't expect Akutsuki-san to come bearing good news. I figured he was here to just share more of his lame jokes.
I don't want to get too deep into the specifics here because it's probably just like class trip, but isn't it? It feels like this is an expensive thing that we're gonna do, and like Sama-kun has money, but does anybody like, does Junpei have an after-school job? How are they gonna afford all this? I'm so stoked for Yakushima, but that's one thing. You're as calm as ever, huh? I wish I had your chill. At least his spirits are up, you know? This is the least embittered that we've seen Junpei in actually probably about 1 week. He seemed fine before we went on the last mission. Maybe he's finally like over it. So I forgot to go to the Net Cafe to see if we could buy some more stuff. I do want to study, even if it's with the chairman. Is there anything else in the world for us to consider doing? I mean, we should really study. Yeah, let's just... Oh, wait. I want to see if that dude is back with our money. We need to go, like, Stewie Griffin on this guy. No. Yeah, dude took off. We're done. I don't really think that's it. I really do think there'll be a payoff, but, like... I can make you a star. Just this one down payment of like several $1,000s. What is 20,000 yen? Actually, it might be like $200 or something.
Hello.
About Yakushima, remember that you won't be able to go if you don't score well in your exams. Since everyone is here, why don't you have the third years overlook your studies? Mitsuru seemed like she had some stuff on her mind, but why not? All right, I'll let the other second years know too. With a ferry trip to Yakushima on the line, I hope you perform very well on your exams.
I'm fine helping out with studying, but wouldn't it be easier to focus without the distraction?
They say studying with others grants benefits that can't be found alone.
Hey, so if we flunk the exams, are we really gonna have to stay behind? Tell me that's a joke.
It's no joke. As students, studying is our top priority. Failure will result in consequences.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. Not naming names here, but don't get in the way, Junpei.
What happened to not naming names? I guess if the fate of my trip depends on it, I don't really have a choice. I'll show you. I'll prove just how serious I am about Yakushima.
My hand stops to hit a tough question.
What's the matter? Something you need help with?
Let's go with grammar, because we had already done the
Old
kanji
English
before.
verb conjugation differs from modern day. For example, you are becomes thou art.
Oh my. Remembering how to use archaic forms of verbs sounds rather intense. Intense. I like the sound of that one. Keeping a note of that.
Wisecracks from Junpei are one thing. I didn't account for this.
Maybe he's trying to test our ability to concentrate? Yeah, I suppose that's not likely.
Mikutsuki sounds one up on me. Gotta think of a killer comeback.
Stop getting distracted. You need to concentrate on your studies.
She's right. Gotta focus. Let's keep at it.
I focused so hard I couldn't hear anything else. Oh, I really thought it was going to go up.
Are you struggling with memorization? Nothing beats repeating it until you know it by heart.
Beats? Heart? Not bad, Kirijo-kun.
What? No, that was not my intent with that statement.
Well, if you're pulling out of the race, then I win, hands down. Kirijo-senpai defeated.
This is giving me a headache.
Despite the diversions, I'd say that was productive. Keep it up so we can all go to Yakushima together.
Dawn is asking if we're going to play Persona 4 next. It wouldn't be next, but it would be something that I'd like to play for sure. Because Persona 4 Golden, I've never played Persona 4 Golden. I've heard that it's a really, really good like redux of the original game, but I actually don't know very much about it, and I think that one would be a lot of fun. Dawn is confirming that Persona 4 is fun. It's a shame that there's no, like, expedient way to do, like, votes on, like, what to say and stuff. Just, like, I don't know. It would be fun if there was a way to, like, do, like, predictions and stuff. Which form of magic is used to find water sources? Dowsing. Because that's just holding up the stick. I have a feeling this is the right answer. This question seems familiar. How did the Witch of Agnesi gain the first half of its name? Isn't it like a mistranslation from the Italian? An error in translation, yeah. Also, like, since there's no webcam that you guys can't see, I can only promise you that I'm going based on my memory of what this was. I am extremely comfortable getting exam questions wrong in my video game. I'd rather do it like a straight-up test. Who designed the prototype for the katana? Masakato, because I had to learn how to say that because he said that name multiple times. And Persona 5 is even better. I've played that and its spin-offs. I would really like to play Persona 5 Royal, Strikers, and then Tactica. The only thing I've heard about Tactica is that it's really short, which is why I'm sort of like looking for a good sale on it. But Persona 5 Royal, Strikers, and Tactica. I haven't played any of those. There's an error in this sentence. What kind is it? Oh, this statement is false. There's an error in this sentence, comma, what kind is it? It's two independent clauses, which is the comma splice. There's no incorrect apostrophe. We're not missing the subject. There's an error in this sentence. This is like, I love Paris in the springtime. I just want to read it very carefully. There's an error in this sentence. What kind is it? Comma splice is the only thing that makes sense. Also, that's what we learned about. A comma splice is when you join two independent clauses together inappropriately.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Elizabeth said that a previously blocked path is now open. I should check it out the next time I go to Tartarus.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? Thank God today's the last day of exams. I'm gonna straight up, like, I'm not gonna yam. How have you been?
Nah.
Don't ask. Man, I can't wait to let off some steam. You gotta let loose during summer, you know? Dawn Evil is saying, Royal is better than Strikers, I think. I tried to play Strikers a couple years ago that I wasn't into it. The only thing that I know about Strikers is that it's like a Dynasty Warrior style game, and I will share this, like I very much want to try it. The thing is, I've never played a Dynasty Warrior game, and every time, the very, very, very few times that I've tried that style of game, like go beat up 100,000 guys, I don't get it. I don't get what's so much fun about just like reaping through an army of guys like they're made of wheat. That doesn't seem... I'm sure there's something to it, and I should probably just like stick with one of them. And if I'm gonna stick with any of them, I feel like a Persona themed one would be the one to try. So I really want to like really give it an honest go someday. The last day of exams. The questions are just too easy. My pen won't stop moving. And hello to Fox. Last day of exams, I didn't learn shit. I will absolutely purge all of this memory from my memory, rather.
The dark days of testing are finally over! The sun is shining bright!
So, how'd you do?
You are not gonna believe this. I aced PE.
Well, that pretty much answers my question.
Whatever. A real man doesn't dwell in the past. I'm already thinking ahead to the blue skies of Yakushima!
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, huh?
She forgot. I mean, I know that like we just blitzed through like 5 days or whatever, but like it seems like this trip is such an exciting thing, and Yukari's just like, oh right, yeah, that.
Are you all ready to go?
I assume so. How about you?
Me? Not really. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? Hey, how about we stop somewhere on the way back? I don't have practice today. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I?
The enthusiastic sounds weird. It's almost like they spliced together two different events of the actor saying enthusiastic. But whatever, I'm not going to dwell on it.
Sounds good. Where we going? If you need to buy a swimsuit, I'd be happy to help.
Very funny. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker room. Oh, I'll invite Fuka too.
To the locker room?
Hey, I know I've been kind of a dick lately. So, sorry about that.
So, so here's the thing. He's clearly been feeling ignored, worthless, underappreciated. So to go like, huh, what are you talking about? Like, we didn't even notice. That's actually going to make it much worse. Sometimes you want to be like, to be honest, I you know, it's all good. You know, I didn't even notice. This is not a case. I'm used to it. Is worse than that. Don't worry about it. He's actually reaching out and saying like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's cool. We're good.
All right, let's put this whole thing behind us. Cool? All right, let's get out of here. Freedom at last! What should I do now?
Take it down a notch, will you?
You bounce back from things so quickly, Junpei-kun.
You know it. Oh, hey, Sonata-san's here. Don't see that every day.
Ikutsuki-san called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Maybe.
Fuka. What's wrong, Natsuki-chan?
Do you think you can stay after school with me for a mandatory study session? There's like no one. Oh, wait, are you about to head out for the day?
For the summer, yes.
Okay, then, never mind.
Wait! It's alright. I'll help you. Sorry. I'll see you all back at the dorm later.
Wait, what study session are they going to after exams are done?
I'm really surprised at how much she's changed.
Ah, friendship. How beautiful. Adolescence, such a wonderful thing. So full of vibrancy.
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, hello. I just stopped by to pick someone up. I might as well introduce you to him now.
Hello. Oh, Amada-kun, what are you doing here?
You know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that. Something about your parents, right?
It used to only be me and my mom. She got in an accident. So now it's just me. It happened 2 years ago.
Right now, one of his distant relatives is paying for his school expenses. That doesn't mean he should stay at the elementary school dorm all by himself, right? So I decided to move him to your dorm, just for the summer.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Then he's the new candidate?
That's right. But as you can see, he's still just an elementary school student, so it's only a possibility for now.
Are you Akihiko Sanada-senpai?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. You've never lost a boxing match. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
There's so much happening now. Whew. Bye-bye school exams. Hello summer vacation. Yakushima, here we come. I can't wait for Monday. Maybe I ought to hit up Polonia Mall to get some stuff for the trip.
Yes, precisely.
Oh, speaking of Polonia Mall, here, take this. It's a black sword. What's that? It's just a small reward. You all deserve a little something after studying hard for exams. Have you heard of the antique shop at Polonia Mall? It's called Mayoido. Mayoido?
That'd be correct.
It just reopened today, actually. If you bring that to the shop, I'm sure they'll be of great help to you.
Why?
How's an antique shop gonna help us? Am I missing something? I can't quite explain it very well myself. It'd be better to hear from the shop owner than from me. Well then, I'll let you take care of it from here. We're gonna hand the antique shop the black sword, and they're gonna take out a brown paper package with no markings on it and say, yeah, don't open this. That antique shop in Polonia Mall, the chairman suggested I pay them a visit. I actually did absolutely forget that. And we are paying them a visit right this second. Head to the antique shop. You cannot, it's an offer you can't refuse. Mayoido, I really want somebody to say this aloud. Antiques. How they'll be able to help me, I don't know. Guess the only thing that's left is to find out. Foxcloud is also not a fan of hanging out with Amada-kun. Amada. Welcome. Oh, are you in high school? And you're shopping here? Well, take your time and look around. It seems this lady owns the antique shop. I should show her the black sword that I got from Ikutsuki, but do it like real sly, like. What's that? Here, let me have a look.
I see.
So, you're the ones Kurosawa was talking about. This is but a humble antique shop. Having said that, I believe I could be some of assistance to you. As long as I have something like this black sword, that is. This here is a base model for crafting weapons. By fusing it with various materials, you can craft special equipment.
Of course.
I can help you with the crafting process, but you'll have to collect the required materials yourself. These base materials can be found in places that tend to be quite, unwelcoming. That's why it'll be up to you to collect them.
By the way.
Also, if you find any gems of the like, I'd be willing to exchange them for some of my wares here. Go ahead, have a gander. You can now travel to Maido Antiques to conduct an item fusion or item exchange. Item fusions involve expending one weapon part and a handful of required materials to create a unique piece of equipment. In the item exchange, the proprietor will take any gemstones off your hands in exchange for items. Materials that are used in item fusions can often be found in Tartarus. Oh, surprise! I thought that they'd be found in the dumpster over in the strip mall. Anyway, so you'll be able to collect them as you explore. Hopefully I have a bunch. Fuse equipment.
Which one?
The black sword. This one. Oh! Okay, so black sword is going to be for Sama. That's going to be for Junpei. That's going to be some armor. And I can't even... Oh, an accessory. Okay, well, let's...
We have some new items prepared. Come take a look.
Yeah, I think I can afford some of this stuff. Okay, so... For Sama. So these are all for Sama. So the attack here is very low, but it does light damage.
I don't know.
I hope
but don't you worry.
Keep
I'll
talking.
Make sure your equipment is done right.
Hello to Ronan. That's where you find used needles in the dumpster. Used needles for the poison damage. One moment, I need to dicks and jellies. So I don't hate the Holy Knight Sword, and I also bet that it looks cool, but I mean, we could do this.
You never really know what life has in store for you.
I kind of want to get this.
I'd be running an antique shop, much less meet a kid like you.
It's very accurate and it would allow us to do free light damage to whoever we wanted. And I don't know when or if we'll ever have another black sword material, so I'm gonna get this.
You're sure? Here, it's all yours.
Okay. And yeah, then I don't have anything else. So we don't have that.
What
We
would you
don't.
like?
Oh, we do have one of these. Okay, hold on. So what do we like? Defense 140. That is a hell of an upgrade over what we've got. Yukari. Oh my god, it's even better for Yukari.
Even after turning my hobby into a career, I still find myself buried in research. Guess I can't kick the habit.
Okay. Let's get the
plate mail. Reduce slashing damage. Nobody's weak to slashing damage except Sama, depending on his persona. Oh, shoot. This would be really good on Yukari, I feel like. Yukari or even Sama. This would be really good on. Holy hell. That's really good, too. It's
Those
only for men, the
antiques and
electro
gems
shoes.
Can lose their luster very easily if you don't take good care of them.
30 SP.
Especially during
Dude,
this
there's some
time
really
of
good
year.
stuff in here. I vote that I kind of want this for the +5 magic. That seems sick. And so that would be for either Yukari or Mitsuru, since it's women only. The sorcery robe. I'm gonna get this.
You're sure about that? Here you go. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah. Who it goes to, we could take or leave, but I think that's going to be a Yukari thing for sure.
I'm sure this
Trade
will prove to be
card.
useful.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any of these. Okay. I absolutely want Regenerate 2.
The more I study,
No,
the more
I want Invigorate
realize
2.
There's so much
That's
I
SP.
don't know. You've got a good eye.
I'm extremely excited that she keeps talking.
Did that catch your eye? We have a deal.
However, Arms Master. Dude! Sorry, that was too much dude, but this halves the cost of SP magic skills, and I assume that once we have one of these that we can replicate it at the shrine. That's awesome! Yeah, why would I buy another one if I can just do it this way? Doubles
You
healing
won't find
effects.
another shop with wares as exquisite as mine. I'm the only
There's some
one
really
around
good
here
stuff
who
in
can
here.
tell how
Oh my
valuable-
god.
I'm sure this will prove
Trade
to
item.
be useful.
I mean the chewing soul, but I don't have any topaz because that actually like restores a whole bunch of SP for all attacks. Wow, that's really good. I don't have any of these. I kind of want to
Both
buy this.
antiques and gems can lose their luster very
Um,
easily if you don't take good care of them.
Okay.
Especially during this time of year.
Interesting. And I could get some of that. Let's not go nuts.
Is that all you
I don't
need?
want to like
Come
spend
again.
all of our gems and stuff on our very first thing. There's some really good stuff. I got all growth 3 cards, said Ronan. The duplication. There's not, except for like a couple times when I couldn't, I don't think that there's been a day that I haven't replicated. So there's some really good stuff in there. Sorry, that just completely transformed the way that I want to. Oh, our money. Yo, where's my money? What's this guy's voice? There you are. I've been looking for you. We've had some unfortunate news regarding your investment. Oh, do tell. Things are not running as smoothly as I planned, but it still has potential to turn a profit. I just came back for another 10,000 yen. And look at his face, you guys, over there on the left. How could you not trust a face that's making that at you? Are you willing to increase your investment by that much? Yes, actually, because it's a video game. In the real world, kids don't do this. Yes, very good. I'll be in touch once your fortune has been made. Rona says, come on, he looks trustworthy. So, we can't work. So, actually, let's go back to the dorm. Because remember, we got tossed here. I got very distracted. What is this? Is it Elizabeth? Elizabeth might have something to say.
Good day. Are you accepting a request?
Oh, that's right. We got the
Wonderful.
shoes. It seems you completed a request. So, these are the sought-after max safety shoes. They seem like an ordinary pair of shoes. Perhaps its intended purpose will only reveal itself in a crisis. In that case, I'll be returning these. I'm sure they shall prove more useful to you. Take this reward. Bring me mysterious person's autograph. Oh, from the president of Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. Yeah, I know that guy. He keeps taking money out of me. That seems to be related to a strange individual who often rambles along to a unique melody. Furthermore, he appears to be quite the prominent figure in your world. I've also heard that such prominent figures have a habit of handing out autographs on the streets. Since I am unable to leave my post, would you mind fetching me their autograph?
By all means.
Oh, the ocean. I just saw in the quest
Very
log.
well, then.
I am loud. I just saw in the quest log that we needed something from the ocean. Sir, I need your autograph. I just gave you 30,000 yen. You... Okay. What are we thinking? We're thinking that I want to go back to the dorm now. Here's how much 10,000 yen is in 2009. It is hard. So actually on the news, they repeatedly said like what the exchange rate was, and I didn't realize it would come up later in conversation. When is the refrigerator cleaned out? Also, is it time to pick the potato buffs? 7:29. Are we gonna be out of town at the time? Don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question. Hold on. I don't remember when the potatoes are ready. Oh, right now. Ta-da! Should I plant something? Yes. Let's plant... We already did tomatoes twice. Let's do the Amarians. We're gonna bounce back down to the first floor lounge and have some chats.
Oh, hey!
I'm so excited for the trip. I've only read about Yakushima in textbooks. A short while ago, I wouldn't have been able to even fathom traveling together with everyone.
By the way,
Have you made all your preparations for Yakushima?
oh?
You had adequate spare time during finals, did you? Well, as long as you did well on them.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe I'll visit Maido myself when I have a bit of spare time. There's a thing or two I'd like to ask, but above all, I'd love to take the time to browse the antiques and learn the grand history behind each piece. So we've got a couple people to hang out with. An emergency planning session was called today. It's dealing with the many cases of apathy syndrome over the last few months. Cultural anthropologists are investigating the causes, and I hope I'm top of the class, Ronan. I don't think that we got a bad one. Can I look at the calendar? I just want to check to see what day we're leaving on the trip. And if it's not marked, I'm going to be pissed. If we don't get to go on this trip, I'm going to riot. Yakushima vacation. Yeah, we're going day after tomorrow. Okay, perfect. The reason I ask is that I don't think that we're going to have time to go on the trip in this episode. So let's save it. Yes, let's save it here. Let's talk to Yukari.
Hey.
Amada-kun is so mature. I can't believe he's only in elementary school. When does he move in, by the way? Did he just move in? There's a certain someone who I wish would learn from Amada-kun's example. Why do you think he's so childish all the time? Even an actual child acts more grown up. I wonder who's... You shouldn't talk about Akihiko that way. So I think that we should hang out with Junpei. Seriously, though, because we're sort of like on the mend, and maybe we can sort of pull him back from the brink. Yes, let's do it. I check on him once in a while, but I thought I probably shouldn't touch him without you around. Seems motivated. Let's do it. Oh, a new ability. Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Let's get to it.
My thumb's getting a little greener every day, don't you think? For an amateur vegetable patch, it's really coming along. All that back-breaking work was worth it. Listen, you hear that? That's the sound of our precious little veggies cheering us on.
I think I do.
Right? They're kind of growing on me. And this might actually be my calling. Maybe I should just ride this wave and start a farm or something. It's really cool how well they respond if you take care of them right. It's one of those times where you see the fruits of your labor after lots of slow, steady work. I never followed through on anything, and even I pulled it off. That counts for something, right?
Oh, I don't like either of these. How about just, yes, it's awesome. Thank you for your help. We're gonna go with you've really grown up. I feel like that's more congratulations than this, which seems very scoldy.
I thought I was the one raising them. Maybe they were raising me all along. Wait, did real, actual wisdom just come out of me? Holy crap, I grew up more than I thought. We owe a lot to our nutritious little veggie babies. Who am I kidding? Our veggie mentors. Well, whatever we do in life, we can't expect to hit a home run on the first swing. We gotta stay on our toes and wait for the perfect chance to strike. And when that time comes, you knock it out of the park. That's how the real sluggers do it. A valuable lesson straight from our vegetable teachers. Don't go forgetting it, you hear?
Junpei learned new things by tending to the vegetable garden. Deals severe slash damage to one foe. Oh, it's a new, like, Theurgy. No, okay, sorry. Hack and Blast is what he already had. Now he gets critical boost, increases critical rate, and increases critical hit strength. Awesome.
Maybe I'm finally figuring this whole life thing out, huh? You know, I think I'll write a book. I could call it something like Life's a Vegetable Garden, the Junpei Iori story. Selling books and vegetables? Ooh, we're gonna be rolling in dough. Man, am I a genius or what? All right, enough dreaming. Let's get a little bit more work done.
Junpei really does, like, pendulum between huge extremes, which is just part of being a teenager, I think, most of the time. I tended the rooftop planters with Junpei.
Woo! We did a heck of a job. See you later, my darling veggies. I'll be back again when I'm free. Well, let's call it a night. Hit me up again when you have some time.
The post-exam break begins today. It's almost time for the home shopping show. And we'll probably do, since nobody, like, texted, we'll probably do the online game again, but...
It's amazing commodities!
Here we go!
Tanaka, touch that dial.
Going to do it.
The sweet seasonal corn set. You gotta have corn for summer. Sweet, sweet corn.
Good.
First up, we have the Tetracone. And you get 3 of them. I don't know what that is. This one item, then again, I don't know what any of the things are that we buy. It's highly recommended. It's wonderful. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in this Makara cone too. 3 of them. Only fucking hell. 15,000 yen, basically. Well, we buy everything off the Home Shopping Network. We're their hottest customer.
Thanks, kid.
We're all sold out. Where's my money? So, this will be, I think, the best opportunity to... I'm gonna save it here. Yeah. That way we have 1 extra day if we need it for something. But, yeah. That is going to be, because what's going to happen next seems like a big trip, or the trip is going to get canceled, and then I'm just going to, like, complain a lot. So let's bounce out right here. And thank you guys very, very much for joining me for this extremely event-packed episode of Persona 3. Like, just a lot of plot all at once. It seems like a new kid is moving into the dorm. We're going to go on a trip. There's a lot of coverage about this event that happened 10 years ago, and I am very much looking forward to meeting what it sounds like is Mitsuru's father, who's going to be vacationing there. Oh, can I just, on our way out, Mitsuru expressed hesitation about going to bother her father, and then Ikusuke was like, oh, come on, all fathers, like, you know, would be proud of their kids. I feel like Mitsuru knows her father better than you do, and if she's that apprehensive about going to see him, I mean, I guess she got over it, or like thought differently of it. Like, But I don't know. That felt a little bit weird. It was like, oh, come on. Like, Ikutsuki, I know that you're like the... Ikutsuki is clearly in with, like, Kirijo Group because he's the chairman of the Seize Squad. He hands out the guns that they use to shoot themselves and the special clips to use their Theurgy powers. So, like, he knows what's up. And maybe he does... I mean, maybe he does know her father better than I think, but it did feel a little bit like, nah, it'll be cool. Just go talk to your dear old dad. Solid Mickey Singh, thank you for the stream. Ronin, Dawn Evil, and the shoutouts. Yeah, no, I felt... There's nothing quite like having somebody hanging out in chat, and then at the end you're going through and like doing shout-outs, and like you've been talking to them the whole time, and like you watch their streams. Like I don't just shout out Dawn Evil. I like watching Dawn Evil's streams. I recommend that you check her out and hope that you will. And then at the end, just like completely brain fart. So don't even put it in. Anyway, that was a lot of outro. We're all good. It's very, very fun, and this was a hell of an episode. So that's it, actually. That's everything that I have to say. We will see you guys again, hopefully later in the week for some more Persona, and certainly later in the week for some more Banishers. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.